president said Friday after receiving a delegation of North Korean officials that he would attend a June 12 summit that he hopes will result in a nuclear non-proliferation accord with the hermit nation. The officials came to Washington, after spending several days in New York, to hand-deliver a letter from Kim Jong Un to the U.S. president as the two sides worked to come to an agreement on the broad strokes of the deal they intend to hammer out next week, and possibly after that, during formal talks. This was a letter presentation that ended up being a 2-hour conversation, Trump told reporters on the South Lawn following the Oval Office meeting with North Korea's Kim Jong-chul, Kim Jong Un's second-in-command. Trump said that the meeting stretched out because we found the whole subject matter very interesting. And because I really think they want to do something, this is a very good meeting. This was a meeting where a letter was given to me by Kim Jong Un. And that letter was a very nice letter. Oh, would you like to see what was in that letter? Would you like it? How much? How much? How much? He said, pretending to be an auctioneer taking bids from reporters. Several minutes later he seemed to reverse himself, claiming that he had not opened the envelope. No, I didn't. I haven't seen the letter yet. I purposely didn't open the letter. I haven't opened it, he told a journalist. I said, would you want me to open it? He said, you can read it later, said Trump, apparently referring to the North Korean envoy. I may be in for a big surprise, folks. So long, everybody, he said, retreating back to his office. After a week of uncertainty over the June 12 summit, the afternoon's events seemed to finally lock in Trump and Kim Jong Un for the historic meeting. We'll be in Singapore. It will be a beginning, Trump said. I don't say, and I never said it happens in one meeting. You're talking about years of hostility, years of problems, years of really hatred between so many different nations, he asserted. But I think you're going to have a very positive result in the end, less than span class equals mole style bold, greater than less than, span greater than. A week ago, Trump called off the summit in a terse letter to Kim after the dictator's regime assaulted the vice president and attempted to dramatically shift the terms of a pact with the U.S. Trump today said that both he and his counterparts are over that, totally over that, and now we're going to deal, we're meeting with the chairman on June 12. And I think it's probably going to be a very successful, ultimately a successful process. We'll see, the U.S. president added. Former North Korean spy chief Kim Jong-chul led the North Korean delegation that met in the Oval Office with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Trump this afternoon. The officials arrived via a back entrance and were ushered through the building by White House Chief of Staff John Kelly through the president's private living quarters. They spent just over an hour at the White House before the president personally escorted Kim and his associates to their vehicles, pausing several times as he did for photo ops, before delivering an update to the press. The warm display indicated that Trump planned to resume talks with Kim Jong-un after abruptly halting them last week. Moments after their departure he said the face-to-face would happen as planned. You people are going to have to travel, because you'll be in Singapore June 12, he told assembled press. Trump said the initial face-to-face would be more of a get-to-know-you kind of a situation for he and Kim, who met on 2 prior occasions in Pyongyang with Pompeo, and I think we would be making a big mistake if we didn't have it, he said. The U.S. has stipulated that any deal with North Korea has to have a baseline of complete and verifiable denuclearization. I think they want to do that. I know they want to do that. They want other things along the line, Trump on Friday said. Trump said Thursday that he was hopeful that the summit would happen as scheduled as he spoke to reporters gathered on the tarmac at Joint Base Andrews ahead of a day of fundraising in Texas. The president revealed that the North Korean delegation would probably be coming to Washington on Friday to hand-deliver a letter from the North Korean dictator. He claimed then that he didn't know what was in the letter but believes it'll be very positive and said, "I look forward to seeing what's in the letter." He also said that he'd like to see a total denuclearization in as quick a period of time as is practicable. You're talking about machinery, you're talking about things that can't necessarily happen immediately, but they can happen in as rapid a fashion as they can happen. That's what I want to happen, he said.